What's up, everybody? This your boy Makin Jes, and I'm back at it again. But you know what? I'm on a different podcast. So I started a new show called the Makin Jes Show, which basically encompasses all the stuff that I'm doing right now. Because I'm doing a lot of stuff, and it just doesn't make sense to go ahead and have a Forex channel, have an everyday channel. So I'm basically incorporating everything that I'm doing, from my trading to my cryptocurrency to my business services, which I'm launching now, to everything, to Greenwood District, the business to business online business community that I'm starting as well. So basically, it's going to be about everything. And this is the Makin Jes Show. This is actually the first episode. So what I'm basically going to talk about today is how to start to build business credit that is separate from your personal credit, because you basically want to get things or assets that are in your business name versus your personal, just in case for some reason that becomes in jeopardy due to a number of different things. So you want to learn how to protect yourself and your assets from your personal and your business. And one way to do that is to separate your business finance and your personal finance. Those should always be separate. And eventually, when you incorporate yourself, you want to at least be LLC as a sole proprietor, or you want to be an S corp. So basically, what an S corp is, you basically pay yourself as an employee. So by doing that, you kind of eliminate the self-employment tax. It's a little bit different in the way it's taxed. I'm not a tax person or attorney, so definitely get with your accountant to see if that works best for your business. So there's different tax advantages, stuff like that. And if you have like an online business, you really don't deal with the public, you really don't need to have an LLC right at the beginning, but you do eventually want to incorporate yourself, because you do get a lot of benefits and stuff like that. But once again, talk to your tax person about that, and your business person about that. I'm just telling you my experience of what's going on. But so let's get back to the question at hand here: building business credit. So basically, you want to start building your business credit profile. And your business credit profile, basically what that's going to contain is your trade lines, your credit cards, your vendor credit, your supplier credit, eventually your car, whatever you could get in your business name will be on this credit profile. But it's different from how consumer credit reporting and files are created. You have to basically initiate the process yourself. It's not like a consumer. And one of the things about business credit and personal credit is that with business, it is solely based on when you pay. So the earlier you pay, the better your paydex score would be. So you always want to pay in it either on time or a couple days before your due date, because that really determines your credit strength in business. It's truly when you pay. You know what I'm saying? It's basically what it is. So what you want to do is basically get your DMB number. You want to get an EIN number, and you want to start putting your business information on everything, like your address, your phone number, fax number, and email address. And like your email address, you put like for the public, have it like a catch-all, like a very generic, but don't use like gmail.com, icloud.com. Use your business domain email address, like jesse@collinscapitalholdings.com or admin. You want to use something on your domain. You don't want to use like a public service or free service like Gmail, Yahoo, stuff like that. There's nothing wrong with that, but lenders like to see company-based email addresses and not the free stuff, okay? That's just for like legal documents, like you set up a new account with somebody, you want to use your business domain. Now, if you're just on a website browsing, or you bought a product, then you can use like the free type email accounts like the Gmail and stuff like that. But anytime you're doing like legal matters, financial matters, and getting back with your clients, it just looks more professional having that business domain email address. Okay. All right. So what you want to do is you have to start small, because it takes time to build up business credit to where like you can go get like a car. You can start buying property in your business. So it takes time. It takes anywhere from 6 months to 12 months to really build up your business credit. So it's a dedication that you have to keep doing. You don't want to miss months. You don't want to have a gap. And it's going to cost you anywhere between $50 to about $200 a month consecutively for this time and beyond to keep your business credit going. So it is a commitment. So if you don't have that financial commitment or can't do it, I wouldn't start building your business credit, because once you start, you just want to nail it through. You know what I'm saying? Get it done and over with. 12 months is not a long time, people. Put the dedication into it. It can take shorter, it can take longer, but the average between 6 to 12 months. Then you can start building up that business credit to where you can get legit, like real business credit cards, real business loans. Go get your cars and your business and all that stuff. And then you can use that type of stuff and take more advantage of tax credits and stuff like that. Like I said, talk with your accountant. They can definitely tell you exactly what the best angle for is, but you have to start small. And without having business credit, one of the easiest way to start a business file or get business credit is with vendors or supplier net 30, 60, or 90 accounts. And that's what we offer here at Collins Capital Holdings. We offer a net 30 credit builder program. Basically, we charge you $50 a month, and that includes access to Greenwood District. It includes access to all our webinars, everything. You get a email address. We help you establish getting your information on 411.com, which is very important in maintaining and establishing your credit. We help you find a virtual address if you don't have a brick and mortar, because you want to not use your personal address. You want to establish business. Like this is an entity. This is a business entity. And one way to do that is to get a virtual or brick and mortar address. Okay. They have them all over. They have them everywhere you can imagine. You basically, what I've done, because I incorporate myself in Nevada, is that I have a business address in Nevada. And I can view all my mail virtually, or they also can send me the hard copies as well. You also need a fax number. I have a 1-800 number. Like the phone number you get, most banks and lenders, stuff like that, like to see an 800 number, because this is a global economy. So it's best for your customers. They don't have to pay if they need to call you long distance. You just look more professional if you have a 800 number. You also can get a local number as well, but you want to make sure you have the exact zip code wherever you incorporate your business, wherever your virtual business address is at. So you want to just make it more cohesive. So if you're in Nevada, make sure everything correlates to Nevada. So like my bank account is in Nevada. My main bank account for my business is in Nevada. That's where it starts. So everything goes to Nevada because it makes you look more professional. You don't have different addresses here and there, because when banks and lenders and creditors look at your stuff, you don't look stable. You want to look professional and stable so you can get these big loans, these credit cards, these credit lines, and these cars and stuff under your business. So you have to fit the part, okay, people? You have to fit the part. This is grown people stuff here. This is not pretending, oh, I'm going to get 50,000. It's not a scam. Because once you build this and you build it good, you'll be financially free for the rest of your life. Okay. So if you in it for the hustle or some other illegal gain, please do not do that. Okay. This is not what this is for. This is for people trying to build their business, get financing, and run their business how these other businesses run. A lot of people run their business off other people's money. So this is the start of that. Okay. You have to start small, especially building your business credit, okay? So basically what you want to do is you want to get vendor accounts like here at Collins Capital Holdings. There's other business net 30s, net 90s, and net 60 accounts, which I'll do in a separate video listing those companies as well that are easy to get. This is for people like startups, new businesses, business under a year. that haven't developed or have a very small or their credit score is not that good on the business level. And also to a lot of stuff that I'm doing, it's without personal guarantee or credit check on your personal credit file, because we want to separate you from your business, okay? So basically, you also want to go to IRS and obtain a EIN number, which is your federal tax identification number. It's like your social security number for your business. Okay, so you want to do that. You have to have an EIN number to qualify for our business trade line credit. You have to have an EIN number. You have to be established here in the United States. You have to be 25% ownership of the business, and you have to be listed in 401.com. Okay, and you can't pay to get in 401.com, but there's a way that I'll show you in another video how you can get listed. Okay, all right. And one of the biggest, like I said before, you have to pay on time all the time. This is probably the number one rule in establishing and keeping business credit. Paying your bills on time, especially when it comes to business, so that you are reliable and you know how to manage your business money. So when you start getting these trade lines and vendor lines and credit lines, make sure you have enough in your budget that you can afford to pay for it, because this is the biggest thing. If you're late or you don't pay it, that will cause your score to dive. That's the biggest factor in business credit. It is not. They don't care about utilization. They don't care about none of that. Don't think like the consumer credit. You have to think like the business credit. Is all based on paying on time. You can be $10 billion in debt. As long as you're paying them credits on time, they'll keep giving you money. That's how these companies can be millions and millions of dollars in debt and constantly get financed because they pay their bills on time. If you can't pay it before that, pay it on time. Do not pay after the due date. That will kill you. And also, you have to get incorporated. You have to function this business as its own entity. And the only way to do that is by setting up an LLC or a corporation. Like I said before, talk to your tax person, your lawyer about that. My business is an LLC designated as an S corporation. Okay. And two, you have to monitor your credit. Okay. Keep an eye on it. Make sure your stuff is reporting fine. There's a program called NAV, which I'll have a link in the description as well, that you can set up, and it will help you monitor off the three major business credit reporting agencies. Okay, so like Duns and Bradstreet, Experian, and you know what I'm saying. So you have to make sure that if persons say, hey, if you get credit with us, we're gonna report. Okay, make sure they're reporting. Now, one of the things also a lot of people will do as well, especially if you're like setting up these trade lines or whatever, or business credit, they may not report, but they will report if you don't make a payment. But here at Collins Capital Holdings, we're looking to help you guys out. So if you guys miss something or you don't want to do the program anymore, we don't report negativity. We're here about helping small businesses, you know, my fellow Americans get up on their feet, start their own businesses. And I understand it's hard times. So we don't report the negative stuff. We just report the good stuff. Because we try to help people build credit. If you run into some issues, give us a call. You know, we're here to help you guys out as much as we can. All right. So basically, just make sure you pay it on time, and these creditors are reporting to the reporting agency, so you can build up your business credit score. So Experian, the DNB Paydex score, which is heavily, I'm telling you, do not be late paying it, because that's all Paydex score. You know what I'm saying? Because it's based on ranges like 90 to 100 is like before on time, and 80 to 90 is you pay on time, and anything under I think 80 or 70 is basically you don't want that. You want to keep your Paydex score in the 90 to 100 range to me. So yeah. And also too, I guess the same thing with commercials as well. Credit utilization. you kind of, but that's more when you get into credit and stuff like that. It's like 30% of your total available credit. I guess that still kind of holds true with the once you get like credit cards and stuff like that. So I'm gonna have more videos on how to establish credit and stuff like that. But the basics right now, people, get your EIN number, get your business phone number. You can use VoIP services as well. I use Freedom Voice. And once you have those information, get your virtual address if you don't have a brick and mortar. And then once you get those 3 items, then you want to incorporate yourself. And then you want to go to a site that's called listyourself.com. And then what that would do is that would take all your information and put that in all the directories. And then you want to start listing yourself in like Yahoo, Bing, what's some other YP.com, a lot of the directories, but you want all the information to be the same. So wherever your business name is, you want to be the same. Use the same phone number, fax number. You want everything to be the same, because what some of these companies do, they go on the internet and look, and they want to make sure you're cohesive all over the place. And get you a couple social media accounts, Twitter, Instagram. Start posting on there. Become relevant. Don't just go in there like saying, hey, I got a new company, blah, blah, blah. Add value. You know what I'm saying? Start to answer questions. Get people information. So when people start to trust you, and then they may, buy your product or services. But just don't come off being desperate, because people don't like that. Okay? All right. So, yeah. So basically, that's all we have today. Is a little bit of update. I did get back in Forex. I did do some trading. So let me show you guys here. So I didn't start off too hot. If you can look here. My first trade I did, I tanked. I was trying to not follow my trading plan, and I tanked. Then the next trade I did, I tanked again. And then the other day I did pretty good, made some money. This is my interest. And so right now I got one open trade, which is kind of sticking there. So I'm getting back into my mode of trading properly. So I'm not starting off too bad. Right now I'm 2-1. First 2 trades were horrible because I was trying some different things out, but I had to get back to the basics, people. Back to the basics. All right. And what else? So yeah. So I'm back in Forex. I am back in cryptocurrency. I got my Bitcoin node up and running. So I did cancel my subscription to Robinhood because I was kind of ticked off how they play people during that GameStop fiasco type thing. So I liquidated everything, and I'm moving over to a different brokerage firm. I have TM Ameritrader, so I may go back to them. But crypto.com, because I'm getting into Link as well. There's some other cryptocurrencies too I'll be mentioning later in different videos. Definitely want to start buying Bitcoin. Get as much as you can. One day I want to have at least 1 or 2 Bitcoins, because I do believe Bitcoin will hit $500,000 to $1 million here within the next 5 to 10 years. It's a slow investment, you know what I'm saying? Put $50 away, $100 away every paycheck, whatever, and just sit on it. Even if it goes up to 100,000, sit on it, because it's going to hit the $500,000, $1 million within 5 to 10 years. Still invest in gold, silver. You always want to have a little bit of money in the precious metals. I wouldn't do diamonds and precious stones because it's tricky. But your gold, your silver, your platinum, always, What else? I also traded magic cards right now. So right now I got $78 in my account. I got to send out 5. I got 5 orders I gotta send out. So basically how this works is you get some magic cards, you go on this website, and you put your halves. So these are some of the ones that I have right here. And you just list your cards. What I do, I basically, if they're a foil card, I list all my foil cards. I list all my rare cards, and I list all my extended art cards, regardless of the value. because eventually people will add these to like the higher value cards. So I don't only sell these if it's part of a higher order. So I would never just send one card 49 cents because you're losing money because you got to pay for postage, your envelope, and your time preparing all that stuff. So I would never send this out. But if it's over $1, I'll send the cards out. But other than that, yeah. So, but other than that, then so what you do, so you have the half, then you go to send, and then you go to here, and this basically, people are, okay, this is what I'm looking for, and it's based off percentage of how much you're going to pay on whatever you said the price is. So that's what I do. Like this card here is listed at 118, but the highest person's going to give me to 69%. So it's only 82 cents, so I'm not gonna send it. So it's a good way to get your cards off versus doing the auction, all that stuff. And I like this site. And it's so once they get the card, and then they say, okay, I got the card, then they release your money. Anything over $20, I do tracking. So far it's doing pretty well. So I got to send out 5. Then if you want some cards, like here, I want these. You just put it in here, and if a person has that, it'll fulfill, and I'll get it. All right. So that's it. This is your boy, Makin Jes. This is the first episode. More episodes are coming. I do appreciate your time. Have a great day, and thank you. Jip.